Hi folks, yeah, with the Google Translate, there's a few places you could do this. What I recommend is you start off by trying to put it into an existing component along with something else. In this case, I would go with the text links right here. Okay, because what you can do is you can basically put the code for your Google Translate right here. Now the text links is already established in your page. Its width is going to be flexible. And here it is. It would show up right down here, right? And then on your, say your any other page, it would show up right about here. So it makes it pretty front and center for your visitors, right? Because they're going to, if they're looking for any menu items, they're going to look to a menu, and then they see Google Translate, and those things typically go hand in hand, from what I've seen. If you stuff it off in a corner or do something weird with it, like put it in a different area of the page, it's going to be a lot harder for somebody to find. Or you could put it into the breadcrumb area, but that's individual by page. So I suggest you put it into here. All right, so basically just pop it into this text links right here. Okay, and the div, this is what's going to actually be the piece that shows up, and then the script that runs it afterwards. And you're not going to see it locally because this right here, you see the source? What you need to do is type in an HTTPS colon. It may or may not work. It may break the script if you do that, but it what happens when you see this, if you didn't know, is when you have a source and it just has the slash slash, that means it can run off an HTTP or an HTTPS server. The problem is it won't show up locally, so you need to publish the entire site before you know if it works. So I would suggest maybe for testing purposes just manually type in the HTTPS. As for styling of your button, yeah, you can do that. Let me just see if I can help answer that question. See what we have here for the pricing footer, or the price select, was we have a class. We actually have two classes. We have the footer class, and then we have the price select class. So let's start off by copying the class equals price select. Okay, copy this. Go find your button up here, and let's just make sure there isn't another class or input type. There we go. Input type, there it is. So input type, submit value, select now. Let's see if we can put in at the end of the row right here, class equals price select. I'm just going to save that and see if it actually does. So services, we'll just see if that does a trick. And there probably going to be some styling modifications required to overwrite, but I just want to see what it looks like first. Okay, so here you actually end up with almost a perfect match right here, except for the border. Okay, and that's being added in. So actually it doesn't look too bad, right? So this one does not have a border. This button does have a border. So it's probably a style being applied to the select now form. I'm just trying to look to see if there's any overwrite that we could put in here. Give me a second. Okay, and with a little bit of styling adjustment, we can get it to match exactly. And I'm going to send you this style adjustment. So that's your actual form button right there. See, it takes us to our secureauthorize.net like that. And it matches exactly to the hover style we have over here. Now what we need to do is actually just here is a style I'm going to send in the ticket. You can put it into any style sheet. I suggest the styles.css. I'm putting it down here about line 1132 in line with the rest of the form controls, just so if I need to find it again in the future, I have somewhat of an idea where I put it. But I'm going to copy this into the ticket. I want you to copy and paste this entire style and class into your styles.css, and just make sure that you add the class right from here. Go class equals price select, and don't forget to copy the quotes and then paste it right in here right after the select now with the quotes there. Paste that, and then you should be good to go.